It says going live, going live. I'm live. Here we are. In this book, this really big book, there is a YouTube page through now of all the pages in this giant, great, big, huge coloring book. D. McDonald Designs have a handmade holiday full-size coloring pages only. There's a spine on that book. Look at the size of that book. All right, I selected this page. It's a great page to demonstrate how easy it is to color with crayons. I'm going to drop my lid down here. I'm going to try to line this up best I can. And I'm going to start with yellow. And I'm going to start with my favorite yellow, which is dandelion, the retired yellow. I have quite a few of those. I've been gathering them. If you look in stores, go to where they shove the crayons in, and check your boxes for the 2014s, which are still available in some stores. So you can grab your dandelion. And actually, let me get this. This is just too cute. I had somebody send me a collection of, they got them off of eBay. Look, we don't get retirement gifts like that when we retire, do we? No, but Dandelion got his own little boxes. How adorable. Just too cute. All right, put those to the side. I'm not opening those or using them. I'm saving them for generations upon generations to have. I believe the date is on the box. So all you do is you take out your crayon. And this is child-friendly, adult-friendly. Do crayons work everywhere? Not really. Crayons work really good on this paper. So this book is available on Amazon. Just beautiful. All right, I can just leave that alone. Just the crayon. Now, my very favorite is I love the color blue-green. So I'm going to go along and put my blue-green in here. Still with the crayon. Using just a nice, steady pressure. If you're going to go really strong, then go with that strong. Try to stay in the same direction while you're applying layer one. I just like the blue ornaments. I think they're kind of glassy looking, you know, easy, non-stressful kind of way. Crayon is pretty. But I'm going to bump the crayon up just a little bit with an inexpensive pencil. Chances are it's going to be a Crayola pencil because I don't exactly know where, I do know where they are, but they're kind of like all nested away in tins of the Crayola pencils. But any inexpensive, and that's the key to this, inexpensive. You want to use a nice, inexpensive, otherwise we call it in the real world cheap pencil. So after you put your crayon down, I'm using Crayola light blue. And then this is where you just move that crayon into the paper with this coat of pencil over it, and it is absolutely gorgeous when finished. You should be able to see if I lift up my hand. And I'm going to do half of this and then lift up my hand again because the hand gets in the way of the camera. However, it's just so pretty and it's so inexpensive. And at the time of this, well, this book is a deal at $15 anyway. It's my gift to the world. It should be a lot more. I'm not making much. I need big sales on this in order for, you know, to get compensated a little. However, you know, life is short. Life is short. Leave something great behind. So that's the philosophy on this particular book. It is beautiful. And I don't want anyone to buy it and say, oh, I feel ripped off. Oh, if you feel ripped off, you need to seek help, because this is really a beautiful book. It's really pretty coloring. I have colored since, I was old enough to hold a crayon. And I've enjoyed coloring my entire life. And I started doing upscale pages 20 years ago, before adult coloring became popular. Found out it's not always easy to swim up against the stream. But I wanted something to color with my young daughters, but I wanted something my level. And thus began this off and on journey, which I am now totally and completely devoted to, giving it my best shot. Okay, so now here we go. Halfway done. And you'll notice I'm going now a different direction with my pencil to really get everything blended in very nicely in there. Very nicely. All right, so there we have, with the pencil, without the pencil. Crayon only, crayon with the pencil. A beautiful combo. And this is very doable for children as well, to show them. Let's try that. Let's see what we can do. Now you can go another step above. What do I have here? Cerulean blue Prisma. And then bring that Prisma over, but I only use it partially. I just kind of use it to pop. So it is possible to layer over the crayon, layer over the inexpensive pencil with the Prisma to create just a little depth, a little darker hue to it. So that's just a little tips and trick thing. And then you want to blend that back in nicely so you get your inexpensive pencil back out and work the two together so you don't have a really disruptive line between the use of one and the other. Kind of blend it together. The other little cute thing to do is, back with the cerulean, to go around, or not around, but to the sides of some of what you colored. Here where I didn't do the crayon, it's going to really show how that works to create a shadowing, shading, three-dimensional type of look by just putting that in there. Pretty neat, huh? Yeah, it's pretty neat. All right, now I don't know if I can get my big book here close enough to do the ivy up here. Very simple. I'm going to start with a light green crayon, yellow green. Comes in the inexpensive little pack that you can get anywhere, and just place that all around there. The yellow green. Then I'm going to grab a darker shade of green, which will just be green, and go over this part of it, the lower part of the leaf. Like that. Then I'm going to grab the inexpensive pencil to blend, to push. Now, if you should get crayon wax debris on your paper, I highly recommend a big, giant, soft paintbrush. That will push or pull the debris off there without causing, now I can dust my printer, without causing a lot of issues for you. Your hand just might smear it into the paper, but I kind of like the speckles, but the brush works nicely. Then I'm going to grab a lighter pencil color and work this in and be just so tickled pink happy with that. Yes, yes, yes. And then for the berry in the center, I'm just going to use the pencil. No crayon. You have that option as well. Pretty, huh? Pretty, pretty. All right, now I have one more page. Trying to keep these rather short, but there's this gorgeous horse rocking horse. I own him. He's been in the family for many years. He is in really bad shape, but I photographed him and I repaired him and I turned him into a coloring page, and he's more in the center of this giant book. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Well, I like to keep my horses kind of natural. So yeah, my favorite, back to dandelion. And using a rather light coat of dandelion, because I plan on going with a little bit of brown, I'm just going to go in there with my crayon. This is so easy to do. And color my horse first. Looking, yep, that's part of the horse right there. And there's a little bit of him over there. And I missed that guy there. I'm not sure what that is. That could be part of his saddle. That's okay. I can color over that. All right. There's all kinds of fancy stuff in this horse. So it's kind of, it doesn't matter. I'm going to put that there because I just want to. But I'm going to do his ear like that too. Now, for his main attraction, I'm going to pick out a different color of brown, burnt sienna. And I'm going to do his mane, still working in my crayons. Then over by his tail, I'm going to do a little bit of that. And I think I kind of like the idea of doing the stand that he's on with the burnt sienna as well, because I'm going to bump that up with my my pencil. It's just really easy coloring, very easy. It's a book. It's just absolutely a gorgeous book to color in, holidays or not holidays. It's July right now, and I'm enjoying this. It's hotter than Hades out there, and thinking of Christmas cools me down a little bit. So here we go, putting a little bit there. This is just the first step, adding the crayon. Then let's go a little fancier, and another one of my favorites, any shade of red violet or violet red. I'm going to do his saddle to put a little brightness in there, a little pop. And I think I'm going to bring over here a little bit more, continue that on, and over in here. Yeah, I don't know what exactly it is, but it'll work. And then I will do all of the little berries in the ivy wreath that frames him in. It's just a gorgeous picture. And if you are really seriously into Christmas, a razor blade, an X-Acto knife, you can cut these pages out, go real close to the inner crack there, and they would be pretty to frame. If back in my day, I replaced all of my artwork on the walls with Christmas art. I was really into Christmas, totally and completely, but my kids really enjoyed it, so it was worth it. Okay, yellow green. I'm going to use the yellow green in my ivy. And I'm just using I don't have to think. I don't have to go slow. It's just so enjoyable to color with crayon and have it work out well. Young and old and everybody in between can handle this. Then when you go and add the pencil over it, that's where you bump it up a notch in coloring skill and making it absolutely stunning. So first layer, crayon. Get your crayon down. Work it around. And then I'm going to get the green. I'm going to use the darker green, deep emerald craze art. At one point in time, I bought a lot of these. And I'm going to go with the sort of the inside, but I'm going to skip around a little bit. So I'm just going to add a little bit of darker green over the yellow green crayon. to make it a little fancier. Skipping around there a little bit. Because these are very small leaves, so I'm not going to go crazy with the leaves here. The leaves is. And I don't know, a little here, a little there, a little more. Bounce around. And pretty. Okay, now I'm going to use another pencil. This is Crayola Red. Let's try Crayola Red over here to make that saddle nice and thick and pretty. Moving that crayon deeper into the paper and adding another little layer of color here with the red Crayola. Now his mane. I'm going to grab, what are you? Red umber. No, I'm going to put that one back. I'm looking for a specific brown. Here, this one is it. It's Peridot. I'm going to use the Peridot pencil now to move the color I used for the mane into the paper so it's nice and smooth. And then again, down here where I put the same color crayon was raw umber. I'm going to use the Peridot or a tan shade, any brown shade, actually anything you want to. You could make this purple and it would be adorable. But that's really how easy it is. And look at the difference there. A little bit of pencil. And this was just the crayon. So you can actually see that by putting that pencil down, you really do work it nicely into the paper. And then you can continue on with using your more expensive pencils to make this as stunning as you would like to make it, or keep it as simple as you would like to make it. And then I really recommend you sign it on the bottom of the page in the book, and you include the date it was colored, so that long after you're gone, somebody who says, I want those. I want that book. I want to pass that on through all of time. And how neat is that? That is just so cool. But long after you're gone, you'll still be a part of Christmas somewhere. Someone might not even know who you ever were, but there it is. Your page colored will live on long after you're gone. That is a pretty cool thing to leave behind. Besides, people having bad memories of you or something horrible. Aunt Edna, remember her? Oh, but she did color that one page. She really made a nice page once. Whatever good moments. Yeah, let's all reflect on the fact that Aunt Edna did color one time, and we were all real happy with that. Yeah, she wasn't picking on us. I think I'm going to put a little orange in here. That's what I grabbed. Orange Crayola pencil. Same thing in here. Don't have to always use the crayon first. You just want to play around with the idea. So, pencil only now. But still, just the Crayola pencil. And we all know those are really reasonable. So this can be just such a wonderful activity for young and old and not cost you a fortune. The book is $15 at the time of this publication. There was a $5 Amazon, spend $15 on a book, get $5 off. That means this enormous book could be yours and be in your family. And after this, I'm going to go order one for one of my children that are grown and look up her address and send one off with a $5 off coupon. And then hope that they have another $5 off coupon in November and December, which is what they did last year, but you never know. Because I have yet another daughter, I'd like a blank book to go to her family so they can color in it. along with my book that I'm going to color in and pass along. All right, so that's it. Pretty cool, huh? Hi, Beth Turner. Hey, I got an actual person here. I haven't figured out how to. I see hi. It's a start. I don't do the lives for interaction because, as people know, when I start coloring, my camera is on my laptop up there, and I'm not going to buy a lot of fancy stuff. I don't make enough money to justify that. I don't make enough money to justify why I'm making these books. However, that's the world. That's the way of art. But how pretty. And this is just a really enjoyable book to color in. It is just absolutely beautiful. And it has so much from cookies to decorated birdhouses. It's pretty. It's a pretty book. Gingerbread houses in there. They have Merry Christmas on them. They don't. Cookies in the wreath. Just a very pretty book. So I hope you treat yourself to hop on over to Amazon long after I'm gone. This book should still be there. So who knows how this stuff goes on the internet. You remember MySpace? Yeah, I was a MySpacer. I don't know what happened to MySpace, but I haven't been back there in a long time, and I'm afraid to go there. Actually, the last time I clicked on MySpace, I was warned that I was getting some kind of virus. So, beware. But, it looks like Facebook's kind of going to last for a long time based on what I see going on as far as how they're making some money on the deal and how the government's using it and everybody else is using it. So hopefully that works. You're on YouTube. I just like the way it works very nicely, and I don't get cut off like I do on Facebook. So that's why I'm using YouTube now. Please subscribe. Hey, subscribe. I just started this, so my numbers are pitiful. I have good numbers everywhere else, but my YouTube is pitiful. And somewhere along the line, I'm going to figure out how to change my face because that's a really old picture from back in a Halloween costume. And I'll get around to it. Everything a little there, here, there. But I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you feel comfortable coloring with crayons, inexpensive pencils. You can bump it up. You will be able to make those Prismas last a lot longer. That's right, because these babies aren't inexpensive. And you can tell they come about this size. Let's look at that. All right. They start out over here, and within just a little bit of time, they start shrinking real quick. Oh, more tip. Let me see. Let me find a pencil that needs sharpening. Yeah, all of them. They always need sharpening. I hate sharpening pencils. All right, I have a couple different really nice sharpeners, but some don't work really well. Let's find a really good way of demonstrating this. Last thing. Let's take a piece of white paper. Well, that isn't white. That's got bleed through on it. Here we go. White paper. I'm going to show you. I'm going to hope this works. All right. That your sharpener is working and your blade is sharp. I'm going to insert it and I'm going to turn. Okay, right there. Watch this. That is a nice, healthy sharpener. The blade is sharp. It's coming through nicely. Now one of these is not good. So I'm going to try the next one. What do we have here? Oh, this is it. This one needs its blade replaced. It is coming out really choppy. It's not sharpening at all. It is having problems. All right. Then this one should be sharp too, because 2 out of the 3 work. There we go. Same pencil, but I am getting this beautiful. Yeah, there is the difference. Look at how nice and sharp that is. If your sharpener needs its blade replaced like this one, let's do it with the blue. It's just crunching up in there. It's like, what is that? What's going on there? Then I put it in the sharp blade that I changed out, and I get a really nice sharpening, and you can tell by the fluff coming off. You also want to make sure you don't have any lead stuck in there. So this one too should do it. Should give me a nice, beautiful And that is a lot. You need to watch that. If your blade is no longer sharp, it's just going to eat the pencil up. But if your blade needs replacing and you replace it, you're going to see right away, oh, wow, look at that. My pencils are sharpening again very nicely. I think I moved that one away. That's right. What a difference a sharp blade makes. So, and I'm demonstrating this. This is a very nice, they come with all kinds of replacements. You need a really good screwdriver to unscrew the little guys. KUM, available on Amazon. They do last a long time. I color a lot. So, about a year, I should have changed these out. And I was getting so frustrated. And then I thought, I tried a cheap screwdriver. I couldn't get them unscrewed. And I went out to the garage and stole I borrowed the good screwdriver. It's still here. It hasn't gone back. So I don't know. Is that borrowing when you keep it forever? I don't know. If he needs it, he'll complain. Where did that good screwdriver I went? I don't know. I took it. I have it. You need it. All right. So amazing. What a difference sharp blade makes. So if you're finding that your good pencils are being eaten alive, change out your blade or invest in the KUMs. They're not that pricey. All right. That's it. We could just leave it with the debris. How about that? I like that idea. All right. I'm ending my video. Well, I have to lift the lid a little bit though. All right. We'll lift the lid and put it there. Okay. End stream. Yes.